Hello and welcome to this edition of Tips and Tricks. Now today I'll be talking about getting to new water. I'm doing it here on shore, but in a lot of tournaments and stuff, a lot of bass fishermen do this in their boats. Sometimes, they take up the back engine and the front trolling motor, and they use a pole and get themselves through 100-yard stretches of heavy vegetation to get to new open water on the other side. Sometimes they use pulley systems to get themselves over a little beaver dam or something to get to new water. Or sometimes they attach their rope or something to something that's in the way, like a stump or something, and physically pull it all the way so they can get into new water. Well, in this pond, it's the reeds. Other side of the lake, there's some pretty open spots you can get to cast. Yes, I did the down and dirty segment, but that was more about just getting in a little bit, someplace you could flip, because down and dirty, that's pretty much the only technique you can use. This is about getting to open new water, someplace you can cast and explore a lot of the open water. And it wasn't easy to get through this stuff. I mean, we're talking 20, 30 or more feet of solid reeds. So I thought it'd be fun to show you some of the trails that I had to create to get myself to new water. So come on, let's go. Okay, behind me is in fact the first spot I worked myself into. And well, since the recent rains, it's getting a little mucky, but this is the first adventure I made to get myself in to new water. Okay, so this is the first spot. It's a little messy, as you can tell if you look down. Yeah, all this water came in from the recent rains, but this is what I had to find myself going through. I mean, it's pretty much a mess. Not only are you going through this stuff, which you sink into, but I actually had to, had to chop my way through all this stuff. I mean, it wasn't easy. You just see here to the side how thick it is in here. And I had to climb up and over stuff and through stuff. And one thing to watch out for is this. That little thing right there. It's very stingy. I had pins and needles in my hands for the next few days because it has this little poison it puts in it. So it wasn't really that easy, but well, I'll let you go ahead with the camera and you can see the trail I created. And there it is. Nice open water. Now it has actually rained a bit. The water's come about 4 inches, which makes it tough because right over there it's a little deep and I almost go in over my boots. And if the water comes up much more, I'm going to be able to fish from here out there, but I can't get out into the open stuff. But when the water comes up, I'll be able to flip, so I'm not going to be too much worried about this until the water goes back low. Okay, that's spot number 1. I'm going to show you the other spot. Whew. Bit of a walk to the other side, let me tell you. Especially when you're carrying your pole and you have your backpack on. And okay, made it over here. So the other spot is down yonder, and it's a bit of a walk over here, but this is in fact the second place that I made myself into. This one, there's actually a little more reeds to get in, and not so much junk down there in the beginning, but still it was a heck of a process to get in there. So let's go in and check out this spot. Okay, you can go ahead. Oh, did you see that? A little turtle just jumped off of there. That was pretty funny. Climbed up and he was sitting right on top of there. There is, in fact, my next spot. Got in here and opened all this one up. I mean, it's quite an adventure. Each spot took like 30-40 minutes, so it's a tough one. Okay, another good thing to mention about these spots when I got in here is, well, you can see how much I opened it up out there. Well, I actually have this handy dandy stick, which I've saved here, and I use this to, like a machete, to whack away and open up all the reeds so I could cast. Had to get some of the ones behind me so I didn't hit them when I was casting. So not only getting in here, but spending, like, I don't know, another 20 minutes in here whacking all the reeds away. It was quite an adventure, but as you can tell, it opened me up some really good water. And on that note, the reality is, when I first got in here the first day, caught 11 keepers, 25 fish in total, some of them just under keeper. I mean, I said new water, fish hadn't seen a bait in a while, and they just went nuts. And right now, the fact is, I don't really know how much further I can get, because like I said, this rain in here has come up about 4 inches. And you can see across on the other side, that's pretty open and that's easy to get to. So that's why I had to come over here to get new water. But I was over there one day and I noticed that this spot, and that spot I showed you over there, there was a lot of water in between. So I decided one day that I wanted to get somewhere in the middle. So yes, I did actually create one more little spot. I'm going to show that one to you now. And instead of coming in from the end like I did on the others, it actually starts right here. I decided right here was a good place. I would just cut in sort of horizontal to shore and then cut myself back in. So follow me and I'm gonna head into the next spot. Okay, so I worked my way through all that, and now as you can see, I'm working my way through all of this stuff. And it really wasn't easy, to come through all this stuff. I mean, like I said, it took me about just 20-30 minutes to get into a spot that I could even cast. And this spot, like I said, was the last one I did. And again, last time I was in here, this water wasn't in here because, like I said, it's rising, which is going to make this be impossible to get into in the next few bigger storms. But this one was, a little more advanced. It took a lot more distance to get into this one. And then, of course, again, when I got in here, I had to do a heck of a lot of machete work. Just look at how much of that stuff I took out. I opened this one way up. Put myself in there, hack down everything behind me so I wouldn't get caught in the backlash. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it, because this is where I catch most of my fish now. And the funny thing is, 4 of the people that fish here now come in and use these spots all the time. No thanks to me, like, good job. They just come in and sit in my spot and fish, but what can you do? It's a public pond. So I think this is about going to do it for this edition of Tips and Tricks. I hope this helped, and as always, till next time, now I'm actually going to get myself back out of here, put the camera stuff away, and do some fishing. Till next time. Ooh, stinging nettles. Oh, more of them up here. Gotta watch out for those. You don't want to get, like I said, these things are bad. They'll make you have the tingly feeling for a long time. Oh. What a great path.